Salford in this War of the Roses.
Remember when we had this conversation? I know, but listen, I've got you.
Remember when we had this conversation? Keep your head down. This is that one fight when you have to dig in, right? But I don't want you being that staying on inside. Keep it tight. Turn his fucking elbow and turn him up. When you turn him off, throw it straight.
Well, they knew they were going to have to dig in and hard, and that looked hurtful.
Well, I was saying that I reckon Moore had the hardness that Rhodes couldn't match. And Rhodes, with his tactics, is bringing that into play. That's what this fight is all about. Macho toughness. It's terrific to watch. That is not a complaint. But Ryan Rhodes really wants to be coming up with something else.
Already over double the punches landed for Jamie Moore. A war of attrition, star-wise, after only 9 minutes. Crowd are loving it though. Adopting the southpaw stance now, Ryan Rhodes. Body shots from Jamie Moore. And an uppercut too. Trying to stay with him, Rhodes.
Well, Adam, if he's going to stand in range, he has to throw hurtful punches that will hurt Jamie Moore, give him something to think about. It's no good standing there with popping little punches. He's going to have to hurt him or change his tactics.
28 knockouts, Ryan Rhodes. Many of those were when he was a youngster. He's had to adapt his style over the last 2 or 3 years. The uppercuts from Moore. Big, hefty-looking hooks. He won't want to give up his position now, Jamie Moore. He's worked very hard to be on the threshold of world title challenges.
Yep, he's worked so hard, he's waited so long, and you can see how fired up he is here. But full credit to Ryan Rhodes. Okay, I don't think the tactics are the right ones, but what a fight he's putting up here.
This is excellent action. We hope for it, and we're getting it early.
Well, Jamie Moore makes a habit of being in the fight of the year. This is heading towards another candidate.
Those thrillers with Michael Jones, especially the third one. 5 knockdowns in that. Rhodes standing in the pocket. Strange tactics. Left hand jolts him. Is that extra bit of power with Moore?
I mean, I don't know. I'm asking myself, does Ryan really believe he can win this tonight? Or is this about just showing us how tough he is and what a competitor? Because he should be using his skills, he should be using the ring. He's trying to do that now.
Interesting you say that. Jamie Moore said beforehand that Ryan Rhodes doesn't believe he can win this fight deep down. You know, that's psychology, but they know each other well, these two. Good friends. But good friends and giving us this. Great stuff. Better from Rhodes. And Moore is just backed up for the first time at the end of the 4th.
Moore was hurt with a punch just before that little exchange. Rhodes sensed it and stepped in. Tremendous action this is.
First 3 rounds, this is the fight where you have to dig in. You've got to want it, right? If you want this, you're going to win this fight. He doesn't do what you do, right? Come on.
Might be about that. Who wants it more?
Well, at least he showed there he has the power to put Moore onto his heels. But Moore, with typical character, come back and matched it afterwards.
Seconds out, round 5.
Jamie Moore has been beaten 3 times. Once was on the disqualification, Michael Jones, Ozzy Duran. Excuse for that, he was injured going into it, but Scott Dixon did him, outlasted him. And Ryan Rhodes just having a surge here.
So I just feel Rhodes should be throwing the surprising punches, the ones you don't see coming, not just standing his ground.
Uppercut from Jamie Moore. This has already got a bit of the Moore Macklin about it. Toe to toe. Hard shots from both fighters.
Left up, Jamie.
Well, a lot of huge punches landed and nobody really badly shaken as yet. But once the pace, I love the right hook, sorry, from Rhodes.
It was an uppercut, a beautiful shot from Ryan Rhodes. Has he weathered the storm? This is interesting.
Well, he's in there. Does he feel maybe, oh, what a shot that was.
Low. I think that was low, Jim. He's down, Ryan Rhodes.
You must be right, Adam, you must be right. From my angle, it looked like a beautiful punch. But you're obviously right, the punch was low.
Howard Foster said he wants no more. Well, he's getting straight on with it, Ryan Rhodes. There's huge respect between the pair, and a right hand from Jamie Moore, and that was bang on the chin. But back Rhodes comes. This is already pretty extraordinary, Jim.
Well, a lot more confidence in Ryan Rhodes' work in this round. It's now as though he's not just making up the numbers, he's not just showing us how brave he is. It's as though he believes that he can win this.
Swapping uppercuts. They must have trained so very, very hard and well. You can already see what it means to the pair of them. Victory here.
Rhodes blocking a few more now.
Was that low or was that okay?
I thought that was just below the elbow line. I don't think it was dangerously low, but probably below the target line. There's just so many punches been thrown here, some of them have to stray off the target.
Jamie Moore was disqualified against Michael Jones for hitting after the break. Keeping them on target here. It's a thrilling session, this, the fifth. Both having their successes.
Yeah, but no question, there's a big improvement in Ryan Rhodes' work in this round. It's as though he does fancy the job. He believes in himself now.
Yeah, what a finish to the fifth from Ryan Rhodes. Jamie Moore was 12-1 on in the odds a few minutes ago. Wonder if that's changed.
Is this going to be the low shot? Yeah, that was well low from my angle. It looked like a tremendous punch. Well, it was a tremendous punch, but it was well low. I mean, this is unbelievable action. Yep, that's the well low again. And full credit to Rhodes, he didn't make too much of it. The fact that he's well back in this fight again, he was keen to get back down to action again.
Well, Jamie Moore
10 seconds corner.
just breathing heavily in the corner. And the legs are a bit shaky. I know he's worked really hard to keep down at 11 stone. And if he's weak at the weight and Rhodes is improving, he could be in big trouble, Jamie Moore. Second defence of his European title. And Ryan Rhodes, well, credit to him. He's stuck in there and he's turning this around.
This is a totally different Ryan Rhodes now. These are tremendous punches he's throwing at Moore now.
Moore just thought about going orthodox momentarily. He seems a bit in disarray. Jamie Moore, right hand from Rhodes. Cleaner shots now from the Sheffield puncher.
Well, Jamie Moore has come through some grueling fights, but there comes a point when you can't do it anymore.
Big drive from Rhodes here, Jim. And Jamie Moore just looked like he may be wobbling on those legs.
Not the snap and the punches from Moore. The power shots coming from Rhodes. There's the jab I've been looking for from Rhodes.
Well, they're both exchanging, and a left hand from Jamie Moore. And that'll give him some confidence, and a right as well. Huge punches going in from the pair of them. This is brilliant.
Jamie Moore comes up with it yet again. He just has an ability to ignore pain and get on with it.
He said, Jim, in the Macklin fight there was a moment he didn't know whether he could carry on, but he passed that moment. And he said that's all he needed to know.
Well, his whole career hinges on it tonight. He's on the verge of a world title fight. This, in fact, is an eliminator. Well,